Phantom and Sean here. We got Richard and Aiden on the back. We are in Huntsville Dragway here in Huntsville, Alabama for Radial Fest.
Ready to do Radial Fest.
And unfortunately, it's a little wet right now.
Yeah, look at 55.
That thing's sweet.
So one thing that we like to do whenever we get to a track, you know, especially right now, like whenever it's so wet, they haven't even tried to dry the track yet because I think there's still some rain coming. So we like to drive around and look at a lot of the cool cars that we've never seen before and a lot of the cool cars that we have seen before. So it's one of our favorites, especially right now. There's not a whole lot of people here right now. And how you guys doing, man? What? What's that? Yeah. Hopefully it stops raining and they can. I hope so, man. Good luck, guys. And we like to, whenever there's not a whole lot of people around, like right now, we can drive around, we can talk to people. It's really the only time that we get at a track. Because other than that, we are busting our ass, either breaking the car, fixing the car, racing the car.
I mean, there's a good chance we're gonna have the heads off this car this weekend.
We always go the fastest we've ever gone whenever we start off by taking the heads off this car, but hopefully that's not gonna happen this time. I don't really want to work on it. There's Chad Henderson right here. Yeah. And we're big fans of Chad's.
We definitely have our favorites here that we like to watch also, yes. You know.
And we are definitely going to stop and see Chad Henderson and his Buick Grand National. I won't call it a Regal.
Chevy Monte Carlo?
I will not call it a Regal or a Monte Carlo. But you know, we're always busy doing something, and when we're not working on the car, breaking the car, racing the car, we are how you guys doing? We are talking with fans and, you know, trying to be as available. Oh, there's another Grand National.
Yeah.
And trying to be as available as possible to the fans. So, how you guys doing?
Well, the rain has stopped, so we're gonna take the track out.
It's still wet though.
It is wet.
It's wet. But yes.
Yeah. Wonderful friends there.
I don't know. Yeah. And we're gonna go up here to the starting line, just check it out. I've been here before. I've actually raced here before. This is one of the first places I ever raced.
This is where you made your first good pass on radials, right?
I went.
Or you went a 40.
I went a 40 here. Yeah. This is the first place when everybody was telling me that I won't run 5.0 on a radial, and within what, 2, maybe 3 passes, yeah, we went 440s. So I also went my fastest 60 foot ever here, which was a 110.
Just drive down the track? Or what?
No, let's get out and check out the starting line.
I mean, it kind of sounds sticky already.
It is. It is. You can tell that
got a pretty good base here.
It's got a real good base. I mean, I've never, everybody always comes up to me and says, oh man, the starting line's pulling this. I don't know. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, pull my flip-flop off or not?
I mean, if I walk up, touch my flip-flop in it, is it gonna pull it off? You know, that's how I know if shit's sticky or not. You know, I mean, there's already a decent base. It looks like run a couple of cars down this deal, spray it one more time. But you know, I mean, Pooch is here. Pooch is the one that's prepping this deal, so I mean, you know it's gonna be good, man. Him and how you doing? Him and Tyler, you know, have been prepping shit for years, you know, and they're good at it, you know, so I'm sure it's gonna be fine. And it's pretty everybody's always worried about the shutdown here, and I've never ran the mile an hour here that everybody else does, you know what I mean? Ryan and some of the Radial versus the World guys, they're going 200 in the 8th. I've never been faster than 180 in the 8th, but I don't remember it being a big deal. The brakes are really good on the OG.
They work real good.
And they work real good. And you know, I got 2 parachutes, so I don't think I'm gonna worry about it. I think the first pass, hopefully we go A to B. We got a small tune-up in it. Well, what we consider,
you know, 35, 40 pounds. Yeah, it only make 2,500 or so there, open stuff.
So it, yeah, this is after the rain. They ain't done nothing to it. So I say small tune-up. It's gonna leave soft. It's still gonna have quite a bit of boost on the big end, but we're not gonna ramp it in real quick. We're gonna come in gradual because we don't know what the suspension's gonna do. We don't know what the tire's gonna do. We don't, you know.
I know basically, what it's gonna do. It's just gonna work. That's what that car does.
We're basically guessing here, and we're gonna wing it like we do everything else.
Everything else in life.
Everything else in life we wing. So that's what we're gonna do here.
So we're up here at the top end of the track. Everyone's kind of been talking about the short down, a little short here.
Yeah, the short down is short.
Yep.
The shutdown's short too.
Yep.
Hey, I don't know. I don't really feel like it's that bad. I don't run the mile an hour that a lot of these guys run, but I think a lot of it is just real deceiving. See how it the hill kind of tops a little bit, but then once it tops, I'm sure that when you're hauling ass this way, it makes it look like you're running out of road real quick.
Yeah.
But I don't really think that that's the case. I've been here before. Of course, I only ran 180 mile an hour when I came here. And honestly, man, I won't be upset if that's all I run, you know, this weekend. I just want to go A to B, make some passes, and gather some data, and go faster every pass. That's kind of my goal. But it seems like it's not that bad. I just feel like when you're in the car, it's probably really intimidating to see the road look like it disappeared.
Yeah.
But you know, there's 2 or 3 turnoffs down there. You can go to the last one, and then even if you don't make the last one, you go out into some grass. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. The OG's brakes are pretty amazing, and I got 2 parachutes on top of that. So, you know, a lot of these guys out here are running 200 mile an hour in the Radial versus World class. We don't run near that fast, and those guys are getting shut down. So, I don't think I'm going to think about it anymore past right now.
It won't bother me at all.
Not one bit.
Nope. I'm sure you'll get her shut down just in time.
I mean, if I have to worry about shutting down, that means I'm on a good pass.
Yep.
Hey, and I'm happy.
Yep.
So they're getting it all cleaned up. I think it's time to go over, get the car out, set the pit area up. Looks like this is probably where Pooch went into the wall yesterday. One of our buddies, Jason from VP, Pooch. I'm not sure what happened. I talked to him last night. He didn't really say what happened, but unfortunately, his badass Regal went into the wall last night.
There's an Oldsmobile, ain't it?
Oh, it is. It's a Cutlass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, his badass fucking Cutlass went into the guardrail last night and skinned it up pretty good. But I talked to him. You know, he's like any other racer, man. His you know, he wasn't down in the dumps or anything. He gets it, man. He's a racer, just like anybody else out here, man. Anything like that can happen at any moment, and we're racers. That's what we do. We'll rebuild. You crash your car, it's part of it. We understand all the risks involved, and you just go from there and start over or fix what you got. So we'll go get the pit set up, get the car ready, figure out what first round tune-up we're going to go with, and throw the darts at the board.
Run into a slight problem. Not a real big deal, but kind of a big deal.
Our first problem. I'm not real sure what we're gonna do, but the water pump isn't working. Water pump is not pumping.
So we don't have a radiator or water pump on the front of the motor, but we still run water through the motor itself. So we've got a tank back here that we put ice in that's got a rule pump in it, and it pumps water up and goes through the heads, goes through the block, comes back here. And we're kind of thinking that this pump, it gets a little hot or something.
We probably should have kept a little bit more in it. I can unclip it inside there, pull it up like this, Is the pump turned on right now?
No.
Okay. I can rotate it right now with my hand.
Yeah.
And everything, it's not blocked. It's not like it's clogged up. It's on right now?
Yeah.
Okay, turn it off. We had the old pump in this car for
Ever.
6-7 years and never had a problem with it. We changed this out and put a new one in it. Don't work. Here, start with that.
But you can actually take the bottom off of this deal here.
Yeah, and just make sure that, you know, there's not something in there.
We found
it up.
You've actually found a zip tie in one of them before.
I found a zip tie. I have found the ties that hold ice bags together.
Oh, yeah.
I've found pieces of ice bags themselves, all kinds of stuff in these before, but it never stopped the pump from running.
Yeah.
But this pump, it feels hot. Like, maybe it overheated.
But I mean, we used to drive the old car around with no, like, drive it around.
Yes. So bottom line is if this thing cools off and then works again here in a little bit, we're gonna have to stay on top of keeping this thing full of ice.
Yeah.
And not letting it get hot.
They run pretty good on the little radio show.
We don't really know, man. This is gonna be
Test and choose.
yeah. We ran it on radials before,
Yes, sir.
but we haven't ran it in 3 years on radials, and it's pretty much a whole new setup.
Right. So everything you know about the big tires, just forget it.
Everything I know about small tires, even on this car, just forget it. We're starting from scratch.
I understand, sir.
Flip the second switch on. So, you know, we'll see.
I appreciate you coming, brother.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna have it. There it is. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so it's working. I don't know. I think it just needs to cool down a little bit. I'll
All
take this
right.
off for just a second. I'll put it back together, and hopefully, if this is the worst of problems that we have,
It's gonna be a good weekend.
it's gonna be a damn good weekend.
What did you say?
This is probably first of many. So, you know, ain't no sense in getting upset about it. Just fix it and go on. Yeah, no, we don't.
That kind of sucked. Let go of the button and it didn't move.
The car did not move.
Just standing on the starting line, it's not very good. I assume it's because it was hot and so many other cars had been running. But
I don't think anybody made it fast.
yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is. It's just, I'm definitely going to second guess myself because whenever I let off the button and the car don't move, anybody can go back to the pits and blame it on a junk track. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, for sure.
and I hate to be the guy that does that, but if other cars that normally make passes didn't go down either, then, you know, what are you going to do? But I'm definitely going to give it a little more bite out of the hole. I'm going to fix a few things that I have messed up in the tune-up. Other than that, man, I can only go out there and let off the button and see what happens again.
This is a familiar sight back here.
Yeah, always, right?
Yeah.
Make one pass, and then come over here and do what we're doing.
So you gave it a little bit of travel in the front, which is weird to think when we're radial racing.
Yes.
And now,
Well, you know, when the track is on keel, you don't want anything in the front. You don't want the front end to come up at all. So, you know, I'm not going to say that the track's not on keel. Okay, I'll say that the track wasn't on keel. The track definitely wasn't on keel. But we do believe that when the sun comes down, the track is going to be on keel.
Yeah, the track's gonna get some feed.
So we don't want to change too much stuff right now. But the move that I'm making right now, it's not going to matter if the track is good or the track is shitty. It's always a good idea. So I'm going to actually I'm going to raise the car up a little bit, which will put a little bit of angle in the bottom bar, making it separate better. smashing the tire down to the track. That's the plan.
And to do that, we're gonna move the...
To do that, I'm moving everything up, which doesn't affect any of the travel of the shock. Otherwise, I would move it right here. I like how much travel I have in the shock, so I'm not moving it. But I'm gonna move these 2 bolts up 1 hole, which is gonna raise it, I don't know, I don't have a tape measure on me, but I believe 3/4 of an inch. So that will raise the chassis up, which in turn will raise the front bottom bar up, making it...
Give us some angle.
It'll make how far out we are, which is about 47, it'll make it higher. So we were 13 and a half before. We're probably 12 and a half now. Hopefully we're gonna be close to 13.
Yesterday kind of sucked.
It was terrible, man. So we figured out what it's like to not do this stuff for a long time. So we stacked all the weight on the front, thinking every time we've ever raced radials with this car, we wheelie the thing. So either we messed up or the track wasn't what we thought it was going to be. So basically, man, we just knocked the tires off all day yesterday. We only got to make 3 hits, but that's our fault, man. We should have been here a day early and we should have been testing, but we couldn't make it a day early, so we just had to wing it like we always do. And winging it didn't really work out yesterday. The first pass, we just zipped the tires, so absolutely nothing. It didn't tell us anything except either the track sucks or we got way too much power in it. So we killed all kinds of power just trying to go A to B, and I took out what I thought was going to be sufficient to just make the thing just go down the track slow. I still ended up pedaling it about half track one time, and we slowed it down, and I mean, it went 440, it went 489, so it was slow, you know. So then the track got better, and we thought, you know, it's going to be okay. We turned it up just a little bit, zipped the tires again, so we think...
I mean, not rolled out there and dipped the tires. As soon as you turn loose of the button,
it just killed it. So basically, man, I've been around a lot of radio racers, a lot of fast radio racers who say, when the car don't work, you don't change it, you wait for the track to come around. But, unfortunately, what if the track don't come around, you know? And the fastest I end up going this weekend is at 89. I can't have that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the car up. We're gonna take some of this weight that we put all on the front. We're gonna move some of it to the back, not all of it, because let's be real here. Wheelies are way better than pedaling. So
A wheelie at half track's better than smoking the tires on the starting line.
if I wheelie the car, it's way better than not getting to the 60 foot. So we're gonna put some weight over the rear and see if we can't make it past today.
We made it down the track, but
Yeah, in the worst track conditions we've had, you know, I pulled enough power out of it, we made it down it. I just flipped the throttle one time, but something's hurt for sure. It's
something in the motor,
something in the motor. It's knocking pretty good, and we're gonna pull this side off first because I'm hoping to kick the rocker, but it's loud.
there it is.
All the bearings are gone in that rocker.
Oh,
That's not good. Well, I mean, that don't mean nothing. That just means that we've got to replace this.
but where'd the bearings
But
go?
where are
though?
the bearings at? Dad, give me that size right there. Quarter? What? Is that a quarter? I don't have any idea.
So initial inspection reveals bad rocker
All the bearings came out of that rocker, so
on the number 5 exhaust.
yeah. So I don't feel like that is my only issue. There's something else. That's not
Something
happy.
deeper.
Something that's not happy. Yes. Hey, that'll work, but that's not really it. That's too big. No, this will work, but this isn't really it. We got special.
So we found even more of an issue on the other side.
I've never seen a push rod burnt this bad. I've never had push rod issues with this motor, and this is like the worst push rod I've ever seen. I've seen people have problems with push rods, but I've never seen this. Right there.
That's pretty bad.
Damn. Okay, let's see if we can bump the motor over now. Dad, go bump the motor for me. And we'll see if that's the problem.
Ran a lot better than that.
No. Hey. Yeah, get that. No, go.
What do you want?
Yeah, bump it. Just barely bump it. Bump, 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 bump. Okay, hold that. Okay, bump, bump. Yeah. Lifter's not moving. Bump. Ooh. Bump, 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 bump. Hear that?
Yeah.
It's weird that it got the push rod, both push rods on opposite side of the motor.
5 and what?
That side's 5, this side's 6, and it's on the exhaust side on both. Go, Dad. Huh? 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 I can feel it every time it does that. It's in that lifter. Okay, that's it. I mean, we ain't fixing this. We ain't pulling that intake off. If we had the parts, we probably could, but
Yeah.
we're out of parts.
So that's it for the weekend.